All right, guys. Nice to finally be back. Was completely knocked out last week. Not going to lie about that. Was totally unwell. Feeling a little better. So we are going to have a shorter live today, but we're going to be live nonetheless. We're going to need to get caught up and see what's going on in Hero Wars. Obviously, Laura Croft, right? A new hero coming to game, which I want to talk about and investigate a little bit more. You guys might know some stuff that I don't, so we'll talk about it and see what is up. Looks like the live's not popping up just yet for everyone, so we will await for that to show. Here we go, finally popping up, and we will grab the link and post it into our Discord. I know this live was a little impromptu. I didn't know if I was going to feel well enough to go live. I feel well enough. So, obviously I'm not 100%, but we are well enough to go live today. So we are live. We've got Merrick in the house. Hello, Merrick. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream as we post it here. Boom. Live stream link is up. All right, so we're going to close Discord for now. I haven't gone around to messages. I know I'm like 2 or 3 weeks now behind, but I will get around to it eventually. Just trying to get all healed up first and healthy. So that is what we're going for. Juan, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We're going to open a link here while we're talking. I might sneeze occasionally here. I apologize in advance. Going to try to hold those in, but we'll see how things go. Francis, hello. Thank you for joining the live stream. And he says hello to everyone as well. Thank you guys for hitting that like button as you hop in. Much appreciated. I do see it moving. All right. So we need to click to view the story. We're going to pick up our Laura Croft gifts, right? Freebies every single day until the start of the event, which I believe is tonight, depending on where you are. Could technically be the start of tomorrow, but for me, I believe it will be tonight. So I'm going to try to hop on later tonight to see if that is the case. Let's see here. So yes, you can pre-order Laura Croft. I know some people have. I'm not going to judge anyone. I haven't, but I totally get the appeal. And it's definitely been... Hero Wars has done a good job selling this hero by putting it online for so long. So it doesn't start until, I guess... Let's see, so Sunday, midday Sunday, so late Sunday for me, so I guess Monday for some folks, Sunday night, yeah, there we go, Francis. So we do have Laura Croft here, so obviously a dual-wielding gunslinging hero. She's got some skills here, which hopefully I think we can hover over these and see. Power of the Tombs activates an ancient relic. All enemies receive damage, while allies under the relic's effects restore health. So pretty nice dual effect here. Deals damage to the opponents, and on the other hand, gets your team healed. Very, very nice. It's only to one ally, but if you pair this with a teammate like Martha, you've got some super healing going on there, so that could be pretty nice. Critical thinking. Laura Croft focuses for 6 seconds, increasing her critical hit chance and critical hit damage. So she's dealing more damage. And as a sharpshooter, you would kind of expect that, right? Hey, Francis. Nice to have you here. Sunday night, that's right. Tanya, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. She's picked up Laura Croft. Very nice. Nope, quite a few people have. We've got John Jensen in the house as well. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. We're kind of going over some Laura Croft stuff. Obviously, she is really big in games. She's been... kind of, I would say, promoted for a while now. We do know that there's been a movie, right, with Laura Croft, which is Tomb Raider related. So kind of cool to have a crossover event. This is the first one we've seen, really, I think, ever, in my opinion, unless someone can name another crossover. This is the one that, like, is the biggest deal so far, in my opinion, for Hero Wars. So kind of cool. Let's see. Hey, Jimmy Thomas, thank you for joining the live stream. Prax, nice to have you here as well. Incognito, thank you. I am feeling a little better. Obviously, you can still tell my voice is a little off. I do still have kind of some runny nose stuff every now and then. Might cough a little bit, might sneeze. Apologies in advance, but feeling better than I was. I was literally in bed for pretty much a whole week, was not feeling good. So Definitely feeling better. Thank you. Thank you for the well wishes. Hey, Anthony, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Feeling better. Feeling better. Thank you for asking, everyone. Viking, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Anthony, currently the game plan is uncertain for the May contest. We will probably be back next month for an official contest. I'm kind of thinking we just go unofficial for the month of May because, I was just out, and May's almost halfway through now, give or take. So might be doing a off the official contest. We might do something like that. Not 100% sure yet. Honestly, haven't even thought about it. Wasn't sure I'd be doing a live today, so felt well enough to do it, though. So we'll let you know, Anthony. Keep you posted. Merrick says, I don't think she changed the game much. Dante still ult frequently, and Arachne stuns everyone so much. Polaris seems to be better. Okay. I actually think this could be a very good teammate of someone like Polaris. I think there's some good synergy so far, but I'm going to keep reading here in a sec. John said he had a huge day against Osh, his best yet, dealing 305 million damage. Very, very nice. Congrats on that, John. Keep track of those. You always want to be over 10 mil, obviously, to get those max rewards, but 305 million is very impressive. Praxis, hope the wallet radar is not a bust. So far from the first two skills, which I've read here, I really like this first skill. The second skill, it's okay, but a lot of the second skills are typically average. So we'll keep reading here. We'll see what we got going here, Prax. Let's see. Steady shot is another skill here. Lara Croft fires an explosive arrow at the central enemy, so similar to Artemis. All enemies in the explosion radius receive damage and are stunned. So this is the point where I think someone mentioned similar to Arachne stun. Merrick, I believe it was. But, kind of nice to still have a stun ability. So I'm going to grab a napkin here. So still very nice to have that stun. I like that. And the damage is nice as well. But I really think this first skill is something that intrigues me. The heal and deal damage. Similar to Celeste, maybe, right? Where she's dealing damage, attacking, but still is healing her team. But in this case, we are healing and attacking at the same time. This is almost the best of both worlds. And it has... it's probably not as effective as Celeste, but still very cool to have that skill. When you pair it with someone, I think with Polaris or maybe even Martha, again, I think those would be very, very effective. Steady shot, very reminiscent of Artemis, as I said earlier. Let's see what this last one is. Lost knowledge, passive skill. Every time Laura uses her ult ability, she activates a random artifact effect for 9 seconds. Consecutive ultimate ability uses add new random artifact effects. Possible artifact bonuses include magic attack, armor, magic defense, armor penetration, magic penetration, critical hit chance, and dodge. These bonuses cannot repeat, and the power of each bonus scales with Lara Croft's current artifact level and is also affected by the abilities level. So this one's a little bit unique to me. I've never seen anything like this. This is a big RNG play, and it seems intriguing. I don't know if I like it or dislike it. This is probably the wild card of her skills. Love this first one. This one's confusing me a bit. So what I'm wondering is, does this mean that just randomly she'll have random skill bursts or skill buffs, if you will, and she's able to deal damage accordingly, or her team can deal extra damage accordingly? That's intriguing. This is a wild card skill for sure. Expedition expert. You get an extra expedition. Okay. So that's cool. You get, if you have Laura, you get extra expedition moves every day. That's cool. Lara Croft +1. So I guess you're purchasing her powered up already. So purple +1 versus orange +1, and you can even get her at red +1, but that'll cost you. Wow. So I mean, I'll take my Lara Croft base level. It's fine. I get it. Wow. If you really decide to spend $200 on Lara Croft red +1, That's a serious investment. Whoa. I didn't realize it was that pricey. I just saw the $10 one and I was like, okay, Laura Croft, that's not terrible. But I did not realize that the orange was $50. That seems a little pricey. I would say getting from purple to orange, not worth that. The red, though, it's just too pricey for me, but I get it. I could see, if someone really wants to save time, they would get it. But wow. Yeah, I didn't expect that price point. Little flabbergasted. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to miss some comments here. Let's see what we got here. Incognito says, I want Nexter to do something with Iron Maiden. I want an Eddie in the game next. That would be pretty cool. I could get behind that. Tanya says, everyone has been talking about Laura Croft, from Charlie to Misty to Catherine to Coco, on all their shows, and I get it. I mean, I think it's a hot topic to talk about. Everyone is anticipating. I mean, Hero Wars has done a great job, I think, building up this Laura Croft event. I mean, it's been sitting on everyone's inbox, if you will, for, I would say, it's been here for a week at least, right? I think maybe 10 days. And it's on all platforms. They are really, really pushing the Laura Croft narrative. They're really pushing it. So, I mean, hey, you know what? I think it is kind of what it is. Hero Wars is really marketing it, and I think they're doing a good job. They're killing it. So, it makes sense that everyone's talking about the same thing. It is big news. It is big news because, we knew a new hero was coming to the game at some point. We didn't know when, but now we do. Obviously, I think the next new watch would be a pet. But yeah, I think we're good right now. New hero. Very, very good. Let's see. Merrick says, making her red rank is worth for additional expeditions. Let me see here. What were the extra expeditions? Maybe I missed it. I know I read something about expeditions here. Let's see. So if you get purple, nothing. But if you get the red, you get an extra expedition every day. Is that right? Power in all expeditions times 3. So you would get times 3 expedition. No, Laura Croft's power is in expeditions is tripled. So her individual power is tripled. Okay. Got it. That's cool. So you get an extra expedition every single day, which I guess is not bad. I feel like you should get more than just that, though, if you're paying that price point. That's just me. Also, did the price change since I last looked at it? I feel like it went up. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, that's a pricey Laura Croft, nonetheless. I thought it was like $198. I guess it's a full $200 now. Let's see. Maverick, nice to have you here. Practice, they will probably block the gift of Dominion items. Makes sense. Or they make it super expensive during that time, but I think they would just block it. That makes sense that they would do that. Yeah, that's a crazy price point, though. I get it. I do think there's value there. I just can't value something that high personally. I'm not saying it's not worth it. I have no idea if it's worth it because I don't know what the extra expedition is. I think that also plays a part, right? If the expedition is just like a pretty like mid like gray and green gift, I think people are going to feel cheated. So I think we're going to see like what kind of gift ultimately comes out of the expeditions before we are too quick to judge to see if it's a good deal or not. I have no base, right, for this extra expedition to really have any idea if it's worth it. So we'll see. John said they already said that you could use gift on of Dominion on her. Got it. And Kanye says, just pay the $200. It only hurts once. Oh man, I hear that. I understand where you're coming from. All right, so we can actually start our expeditions today. Tomorrow will be the day. People do not want to start any expeditions, I'm assuming. I didn't see any task list. If anyone has it, let me know. But I would say it's a pretty safe bet. We're going to see expeditions on it because of Laura Croft's ability. Just makes sense that we're going to see something with expeditions being a focal point to a certain extent. Because Lara Croft is a Tomb Raider, expeditions make sense. So I think there's going to be some kind of unique skill there. I also do like the fact that there is this interaction where we get extra itemage or extra goods unlocked by having certain heroes. So I'm all for it, especially if I think it would be cool if everyone eventually, if you get her to red plus one or red at whatever, you get that eventual ability to get one extra expedition. I'm assuming that's not the case, but still very, very cool skill. I really like it. I like the idea of having, a hero. You can pay for it early, but if you wait, eventually it will be free. But I like the idea of having certain heroes unlock different things in Dominion. I think that is kind of a cool little gimmick, if you will. So I like it. We're going to skip through this battle here. Haven't done anything. Again, I was out for pretty much 2 weeks. Well, a week and a half. But I really didn't have... I wasn't feeling good. So, did not do anything in the Great Storm event, which stinks because, again, really want to get Vex to 5-star, 6-star area territory. So, we will be cruising through here and looking for any chests that we can get to hopefully get some Vex Soul Stones. Vex, obviously, my current top priority for pets. Let's see. Missing some comments here. Polaris is good with mage and pure damage heroes. She lowers physical, so she focuses more physical. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. John says extra expedition with the red artifacts is guaranteed when you get her to red, so it's worth it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Incognito says the extra expeditions are supposed to have red artifacts. Gotcha. So extra expedition might have, we'll know for certain once we see it. But okay, and clearly I should skip here. We're gonna go this way, and we might have different things to have there. All right, so there's that. Incognito says the extra expedition is supposed to be red artifacts. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Doctorus says, stop investing in Hero Wars. No return. Best is to just invest in Pokemon. I hear that. Which version of Pokemon do you recommend, Doctorus? There's a lot of Pokemon games. Some are very, very fun, obviously. But which one do you recommend? And do you Nuzlocke? Is my follow-up question to you there. Praxis, I haven't heard anything from Loadrunner on Hero Wars Simulator. On the breakdowns, fair enough. I haven't really done too much research. I'm hoping to maybe, if I'm feeling a little better today, I might have a little time to do some investigating, maybe some sleuthing to see what kind of expeditions or tasks we have during this Lara Croft event. It should be a pretty big one, which I think is why I think Tanya mentioned everyone's talking about it, but I think it's with good reason. I think Hero Wars is rare to announce a big event like this. And when they do, they really give us a heads up. And I feel like this is one of those times where they are really giving us a heads up. Hey, we're going to make this event a big deal. So, pay attention to it and see what's going on. And I think that's what Hero Wars is doing here by letting us have this, kind of drawn out notice period. Every single thing is really promoting Lara Croft, right? We obviously have the daily free gifts, gives us some coinage, right? Which we'll be able to use during the Lara Croft event. So gonna be something to just, keep on the back of your head. Like it's gonna be something that's relevant. Let's see here. Great Storm. I don't have much resistance, but we can try to take this one down. Might lose the first time because we just don't have enough resistance, but we'll try. There's clearly a chest in this area, so we'll go for it. Doctorus likes Umbreon. He says to invest in slabs. So I'm assuming he's kind of talking about, let's see, what Pokemon do I know more about? I guess he's talking about the Umbreon reaching for the moon. That is a pretty cool card. I have seen it. I am familiar. So very nice. You spent a bunch of money on slabs. Okay. I mean, do they hold their value? I don't know a whole lot about the hobby, but I know that it is very popular. You spent like $15,000 in 5 years on cards. Very, very nice. That's impressive. That's a good amount, Doctorus. So I hear you. You're saying investing in that is the move. I gotcha. Is Umbreon your favorite Pokemon? Out of curiosity. Might as well ask, right? Since you're talking about it. Yeah, Prax, I'm going to try to see if we can find out more about the event, though. Definitely, I think, going to be an exciting one. I'm excited to play. I'm usually free to play on these newer types of events. I really have been trying to cut down on spending in general right now in Hero Wars. Still having fun with it, but just, not trying to go crazy on the spending. I get it. You definitely can. I'm just trying to, within reason, try to be in a budget. So let's see. All right, let's keep trying here. We do have this enemy here. We had a tough time with our Isaac team. So we're going to go back to our traditional card team here, and we do pull out W. No boxes, though, so chest is going to be probably at 16. We have to take down this one. There is a buff here that is physical damage resist, which means we got to go twins and magic attacking team. So we'll do that here. But yeah, so Dr. Rose is saying, if you do decide to go into the Pokemon investing card game, I guess, you need to buy it cheap and sell later and hold on to them. All right, fair enough. So, got Dr. Russ giving us some Pokemon investing advice for Pokemon card slabs. The more you know. For instance, on one of the videos has a short clip of a map that makes it look like the more recent battle events, like Galahad's update. Okay. So, for instance, if you have that, and if you can find it, feel free to share that in the Discord. I'll take a look. It's definitely been out of commission, but we will be back looking at things a little bit more carefully. Let's see. We can definitely take this one down here. I don't see a buff that is significant, so we're just going to go back to my Kark. I want Yasmin to hit that back line, so I'm going to put Yasmin in here as well. Give Yasmin Cane and put Vex here. I really like Vex on my Kark, which is obviously why I'm trying to work on Kark as well. Or sorry, not Kark, but on Vex as well. Just really, really big on that. So yeah. All right, so here we go. We are going straight through here. Nice little domination, if we will. Nice little run through right there. Got that win, but a chest is still nearby, which now leaves that 27 could potentially have a chest, which means I have to attack it, and we'll see what happens here. And we will go through. All right. But yeah, Francis, feel free to share that. I'll definitely take a look. We will see. Doctor says, what is the point of Hero Wars if you don't even get to own the game? I got you. That makes sense. And I hear what you're saying. So, like, if Hero Wars were to one day go away, what would be your recourse? I'm not 100% sure. It's true, though. You don't get to keep a physical copy like you would if you had a Pokemon game or something else. So yeah, that's a genuine, that's a fair point. That's a fair point, Doctors. But I think a lot of us are playing because it's fun, right? I think you could make the same argument for a lot of different things that are out there, right? But at the end of the day, if you're having fun, I mean, we're not going to live forever. So, gotta enjoy what's out there. So sometimes it's good to not be, too serious about it and have some fun. But I hear what you're saying. Praxis, I feel you. My wife has bought Magic card sets since 1992. I have bookcases of binders of cards. It's a lot of cards. Yeah, there's a lot of different TCG trading card games out there. I think they're pretty similar in a sense to Hero Wars in that you were trying to collect different things. And Hero Wars is a little different though. You're trying to collect value for yourself as opposed to something that you can actually like maybe gain a lot of profit on. But I get what you're saying. Tanya says, I love the game of Hero Wars. Yeah, I mean, and she's very good at it. So that'll help you a little bit as well, right? That'll help. All right, I need to put Sebastian in the squad, and we need to take out Yasmin here. This is not a good Yasmin matchup. We will give Kane back to Nebula. I was talking, wasn't paying attention. Did not reset my team there. Francis posted the link on Discord. Very brief glimpse. So yeah, we'll take a look at that after we do a little bit more of our run here. And we do get a second chest. Love to see that. Let's see. So that clears chests. It looks like these are going to be in the inner echelon. 16 for sure, probably. Or 14 and 19 are possibilities as well. Let's see here. We're going to go over to 29 here and try to take this one down. See what we can do. So we'll auto and speed this guy up. Was anyone able to max out or complete any pets during this time? I feel like it's definitely a great opportunity to do so every time the event rolls around, or get close to, you know, leveling up your different pets. I totally could see, you know, getting to absolute star or 5-star. I mean, myself, I'd love to see 5-star Vex here soon. I think he's still at 4 for me, so I'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, oh man, we just could not quite take that down. A little bit too much. Great storm. It's okay. The storm is definitely getting stronger a little bit than it has before. But yeah. Prax says, oh my gosh, the nerdiness those cards cause. No, that's fair. I think that's, you know, hey, you know what? If you enjoy it, you should do it. That's what I'm going to say. Incognito says, it's just money. You can't take it with you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Jimmy says, my son loves the Pokemon big time. Definitely. All right. Fair enough, Jimmy. Do you know what their favorite Pokemon is? I'm always curious. But yeah, Pokemon's definitely popular. I'm always surprised because I know what it came out in 1992, right? Or 1996 maybe. It's been around for a minute. So Pokemon, you know, it's done a good job, you know, staying alive for as long as it has. Because I feel like a lot of things, you know, they fizzle out. I feel like Dragon Ball is a lot less popular than it once was. You could look at, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think it's as popular as Pokemon. Not even close as popular as Pokemon. Trying to think what else was big. Zelda. I mean, I guess Zelda's still kind of around, but not as big of a name as it used to be. So yeah, Pokemon's doing a good job hanging out there. Hanging out, right? Or hanging out there. Let's see. Merrick says, Jew is great against Great Storm. I can't kill him when I ult. Or it can't kill him when he ults. Yeah, that's fair. And we're just getting stuck here. So we're going to have to put Yasmin back out here. Deal some more damage. Getting really slightly unlucky with some of these matchups. Maybe it's also, you know, my lack of focus and focusing more on the comments. But we can always get the dub here anyway. So I'm not too worried. And we take down that Valkyrie, which was just standing in our way. Let me see here. Let me look at my Vex. I'd love to see where Vex is currently in relation to 5-star. I think my Vex was 4-star last I checked. Haven't really done anything in the Sanctuary. I don't think I've done a single adventure, so if someone's doing one, really should try to take advantage. Love to just do an instant clear, but I see that someone invited me, but I really need to finish an adventure quick. So I'm going to go ahead and join this one and just run the middle path and hope that someone else finishes it while I'm not there before the end of this event so I can get some more rewards. So I'm going to just speed through this adventure mid other adventure. Let's see here. Doing a lot of adventuring with our heroes here. This is a pet adventure, obviously, so we're just going to cruise right through and do that. Practice. I need 192 more soul stones to max out Biscuit. You're right on track, Prax. 192, that should be doable in at least 2 Great Storms, maybe less. Depends on kind of like your luck and how often you're pulling, but 192, you're killing it, man. You're gonna get there. Merrick says my Vex became 5-star today. Very nice. Hopefully my Vex can eventually get there too. I think we're at 4-star for myself, but we'll check in a second. I'm just gonna try to finish this up and try to get as many soul stones as I can get. That's the name of the game, is consistently trying to get things going and claim stuff. That'll get you there. Gary H, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Always nice to have you here. Doesn't matter when. Mark Andre Imond, nice to have you here as well. Thank you for joining the live stream. We're going to go ahead and just cruise right through here. Let's see, we got a nice little adventure here. And we are going to cruise right through. We should have a pretty, I think, easy time with this adventure. Shouldn't really hold us back at all. So just trying to get through the middle lane to free up some space. So if someone joins, they have an easy adventure to finish. And I'm hoping I can finish it early enough to where I can just simply raid it out for the event. So hoping to get that all caught in there. Jimmy says Pikachu is his son's favorite Pokemon. Love that. I mean, Pikachu's a main staple, right? And the crazy thing, I think, with Pokemon in general is that, you definitely have Ash, who just ended his, I say just, I guess his last year or so, where he completed, his journey. He was 10 for a long time, and it was time for him to go, I guess. So they swapped him out. He's no longer in the Pokeverse, but who knows? They might bring back Ash. They might bring Ash back eventually. I don't know. I guess they have a new main character for now, so we'll see what happens with that. I think Yu-Gi-Oh did something similar back in the day. Someone I think mentioned that earlier, where Yu-Gi-Oh did pass the baton on there. All right, sorry, we are slightly nerding out, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going. I love talking about all that stuff, so we're gonna keep going through here. I don't know if any of you guys are at all also, keeping up with One Piece at all. But if you're not, like, kind of cool stuff. Just throwing it out there. If you've never heard of it, I would recommend checking out the manga or anime. It's free online in a lot of places. Pretty interesting stuff. If you haven't read it, it is long, but take your time with it. You just, you'll catch up. You'll catch up pretty easily. Sorry. Anyway, let's see. John said for Great Storm, I use the Osh team, dropping Isaac and adding my strongest tank for all small battles, and using full Osh against the final boss. Fair enough. Sorry, excuse me. No, I think that's a good strategy as well. I like to kind of mix and match my team here, and I kind of find that consistency is kind of difficult. Let's see, obviously I'd like to use Sebastian, but we got to use the twins here. We're gonna use Sebastian with the twins against this team here. Guess I didn't really need to swap up my team, but we did anyway. So we'll do this here. And we'll auto speed through. It should be an easy dub, and it is. 2 more spots. I'm going to keep the same team. I don't really like switching if I can avoid it. Praxis, I finally got done watching the Fallout series. It is worth the watch. I've heard great things about that. Is that on Netflix? I've heard great things about the Fallout series. A lot of people praising it. Gonna have to check it out. Having on round 2, checking it. I mean, I guess would have been a good time when I was sick, but now that I'm feeling a little better, might not be the worst time to check it out still. Fallout series. We'll have to check that one out. All right. Let's see. Merrick said, I played only the first 150 Pokemon. Next parts were boring for me. That's fair enough, Merrick. And I think the other thing is, like, they were putting out so much new content. It was overwhelming. Also, I may have just messed up by not putting a physical attacker in here with this attack when I saw Rufus. Didn't think much of it as I was talking, but that could be a bad mistake because now I'm relying on Aurora to take down this Rufus with a base attack. That is not smart. Not smart. But we got lucky, and we do it. Okay, not going to complain. We'll close out of that. Let's go to the Sanctuary, which is where we were intending to go. Merchant. Always can trade in some pet soul stones, because we did open a bunch during the event. I'm going to open 10 more here. We're going to just open 20. We're going to keep 4 back. But we do get a couple of Vex soul stones here, hopefully. One more to say a couple. Nope, just with a 1 Vex soul stone. But we can trade those in again. And go to Vex, who is 5-star. He is about 3 to 400 away from getting to 5 stars. So we'll see what we can do to make that, close that gap a little bit, hopefully. So I did start that adventure. We are going to go back, Titan Valley. Let's take a quick look here, quick peek. I think I did do some stuff here, but nothing crazy. Titan Artifacts. We are working on Solaris and Tenebris, as always. But we're going to go ahead and upgrade to level 110 for Belov's Greatness. First Artifact of Solaris. Again, also trying to get those 2 guys to Absolute eventually. Solaris and Tenebris being the eventually getting to Absolute territory. I also am trying to get everyone to level 120 here. I have 4 Titans left to do that with. I'm going to open 10. Hope that we don't need a bunch of summoning spheres later today. I don't think we will for anything, but we're going to trade those in, and we're just going to go ahead and get a bunch of Titan Potion. Again, trying to get everyone to level 120. So really trying to push. So Brewster will get a level upgrade to level 106, making him need 14 more levels to get to Absolute, or the top level currently. And I'm going to do the same thing for all these guys, get them all to level 120 as soon as possible. We got Asgard up here as well. Going to take a quick look here. Jimmy said they had a time skip in Boruto, and now Boruto is the strongest person in the universe. That's pretty crazy. I have not caught up with I haven't watched Boruto or caught up really at all. I did see the first probably 5 chapters, but after that, I don't know. I just got away from it a little bit, so I'll have to check that out eventually. But that is interesting. So they've done away with Naruto for now. Okay, and Boruto is dominating. Okay, Rantop, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. It's gonna be a shorter stream. We're getting close to potentially wrapping things up here, but we're just gonna keep spinning here. Astral Seer one more time, and we're gonna get some Greater Valor Insignias. Let's see, Greater Tree of Wisdom. I should hopefully be getting a little closer than I was. I think we need 100 and something to clean this out. 150. So we need 90 more Eternal Seeds. Guild Raid. Let's get our Guild Raid hit in right now. I'm going to go ahead and try to use my Osh team, which is Jew still, because I do not have the capable options of, let's see, we want Oliver here. We would like to see Vex here, and I'm going to give you Albus. Oh, no. I'm going to give you Albus. Oh, Martha, come back. Martha. We're going to put our buddy Axel out there, and we're just going to go ahead and skip. I usually do better with the skips, so we'll see how that runs. But let's see. Praxis, there's a guild making their way through the servers that use only Light and Dark Titans. Makes sense, honestly. Light and Dark Titans in Guild Wars, and they are tough to beat. I get it. I think that's a very, very, honestly, smart strategy. And they definitely are a little stronger, I think, than the traditional Titans. And I think that's by design, right? Hero Wars, I believe, really focusing on letting the newer incoming heroes, Titans, incoming content really dominate. So I think that's not surprising to me at all. It is a very tough combination. And they have a lot of resistances. Kind of like, I'm trying to think of a comparison. I guess if you were talking Pokemon, it would be like Dragon types, right? Dragon types have limited weaknesses, but are tough against everyone else. And I feel like that is kind of what we're looking at when we're looking at Light and Dark Titans. They just kind of have that X factor that the traditional Titans don't currently, because the traditional Titans, right, are that rock, paper, scissors trio. And now you've got Light and Dark Titans on the outside, kind of, you know, not taking heavy damage from each other, but still deal pretty heavy damage. So, and obviously I'm not talking about Light versus Dark. I'm talking about Light and Dark versus everyone else. So, you know, makes sense. Kind of going to be a tough team. Tanya says, I have my Dark and Light Titans maxed and they kick butt against all other Titans. Yeah, I think Tanya's just reaffirming what we're thinking here, Prax. Light and Dark Titans are a problem. They're good, right? It's a good problem, but it's a problem nonetheless. They're definitely very, very strong. and something to just keep an eye on. Keep an eye on as I upgrade Lars here a little bit. We've got Ishmael and Krista. Cleaver will upgrade once. Polaris, someone I'm slowly but surely also working in there. So, you know, just slowly trying to upgrade some of these guys. We've got Cleaver here, who is butchering it up and getting some power upgrades as well. Getting his ascension going, so we can hopefully get this second one here, which I think is toxic putrefaction. So we'll get that there. So we've unlocked a nice ascension skill upgrade. So there's that. Out of Asgard we go. Back down to Dominion Daily Quest. We can claim some of these rewards here. Weekly, we've got some things to claim as well. And we now are up to 78 Eternal Seeds. So halfway there to completing our support role branch. Slow and triggering process. Is it triggering? I guess it would be a slow and treacherous path. I don't know. It's slow. It's slow. That's the bottom line. It takes a long time. All right. So we do have some rewards to pick up here. Opening chests in the sanctuary. So we're just going to go ahead and open up these ones that we did unlock, which is just the one for now. If we get another guildmate to help us out, hopefully 2 more eventually, we will get all of them. So there's that. 1 extra move there. Spending emeralds, we're not going to do it this time. We're going to wait. I did miss this event Brawls. I'm kind of sad about it. Would have loved to pick up some soul stones, but it's okay. It's okay. I woke up to find that that event had ended, and I was a little sad. But anyway, all right. Hopefully you guys are able to already have your Titans close to max, so you don't have the issue that I had, where you were unable to get your Titans complete. But that's okay. We're going to keep moving here. Claim some gifts that we have gotten. Guild War related as well. And these are the ancient coins, right? We're going to be able to trade those in. So Hero Wars is just keep feeding them to us for now. We're going to see what we can do with them. And obviously, hopefully get some Lara Croft upgradable options. So should be a good time. Let's see here. We're claiming some of these. We're getting some Titan Potion and some Summoning Spheres, which is nice. We've got this Ancient Titan Artifact chest. I don't really want to open anything else right this second, but we've got those up and running. Let's see here. Airship, back to that. Got one more, I think, expedition that hasn't been started yet, other than the 3-hour one, which starts later. See, and this is the thing, too. If this is the Lara Croft expedition item, I would be disappointed. I would expect more. I would expect 10 minimum. But, hey, you know what? That's just my hot take. All right, so we got this stuff here. Claimed. Tower Run, Outland. Let's do an arena hit first. Not a team I want to face. This team looks friendlier than some others. I think we're going to go for it. We might not win, but we're going to go for it. Have some fun with it. Let's see. Practice and to fight. That we would need 3 dark and 2 light. Talking about Tanya's use of 3 light and 2 dark Titans. Yeah, very, very tough. You need a specific team to really take them down. Tanya says, are you going to buy any of the Lara Croft packages? I'm kind of leaning towards not right now, Tanya. If I did, it would probably be the $9.91 one. Just because I can justify that. The $49.99, I think that's not worth it. Because, I mean, the best value, right, in my opinion, between the 2 packages are going to be the $9.99 or the $200 one. And I right now can't justify a $200 spend. A $9.99 maybe, but like at the same time, I think you can get Lara Croft for free. So do I need the item upgrades is kind of what I'm thinking. I kind of don't think I do. But if I were to, if you said you have to buy one of these, I would get the $9.99 one, Tanya. My second choice would probably be the, if I had unlimited money, then my second choice would probably be the $200 option. The $50 one just doesn't make sense to me. Like that's kind of like, I don't know. I kind of feel like that's like where you go and you like make a purchase and like let's say you go to McDonald's or something, or, you know, Starbucks or one of those places where they have the 3 different like options of small, medium, and large. You know, obviously the best value is the large, but the small is like, you know, you already, you know, that's a good one. The medium, it's like the price is close enough to the small, but closer to the large, to where like you're like the small or large make the most sense. And that's kind of where I'm at here. Like I feel like the small makes the most sense. But the large also does make sense. It just depends on kind of what you're ultimately trying to do. Unfortunately, that's kind of the best way to put it. I think the small, the 999 or the 200 are really kind of the only, I think, 2 options. The 51 is not really a good option. So I would say avoid that one at all costs. I don't know if someone already bought that. Sorry, I'm not trying to, you know, say that was a bad move. No, I'm not saying that, but I do think of the 3, the 2 best ones are the 999 and the 200. Let's see. Anthony said, I was going to buy the Violet +1 on the first day, but today I thought, no, I won't, as I'll be able to get her to Violet +1 easily. So why waste and pre-order? I kind of agree with that. That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. So that's kind of why I'm leaning towards, you know, not getting it. Even though I obviously understand it will eat into some resources, right? But Hero Wars is giving us a fair amount of resources with these Laura Craft coins, right? These are Laura Craft coins. Not the Emerald coins, but the ancient coins are Laura Craft coins. So I'm assuming that, you know, if you get enough of these, you should be able to get Laura Croft. You know, will I miss out on other items potentially because of that? You know, because I'm spending on getting Laura Croft? Yeah, potentially, but I think I'm willing to trade that, you know, do that trade-off. I get it. There's a lot there, but could definitely see, you know, see different options there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and claim our Outland chests here. And also, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me here today. I'm thinking what we're going to do is if you guys are okay with that, we're not going to have, well, we're going to have winners today. We're going to have winners. We're going to do a Facebook and web wheel. Just let me know if, actually, you know what? Instead of making it complicated, like, well, yeah. If you are here, let me know if you're on Facebook or web, and I'll put together a picker wheel. Since people are here, why not? I wasn't sure how many people would show up impromptu, but we're going to make a makeshift picker wheel. Let me know if you're on Facebook or web, and I'll put them together. But let me see here. Let me see what else is going on here. Let's see. And they said I was going to buy the Violet +1 on the first day, but today I thought, I'll be able to get there. I gotcha. Mr. Big, hello. Thank you for joining the live stream. John says, if the pre-buy was Soul Stones, I might have bought, but it's just buying leveling up, which you can do after the event. It's fair enough. Rantop says, I would rather buy emeralds than Laura Croft packages if I were to spend money. I think that's a fair assessment. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's fair. Totally fair assessment there. Emerald coins. I did get some emerald coins somehow. I guess they were in my inbox. So what should I get? Should I get Solaris? I can get what? Like 50 soul stones? Or I can get something else, but I'm kind of just, you know, I really want Solaris to be complete. I'm going to get Solaris soul stones here and call it good. 35 soul stones there. You know, is it crazy? No, but I'll take it. It's 35 more than I had. So we'll claim that. Going through those outlands, we got those as well. Tower. I'm going to run the tower while I'm reading what you guys are posting in. Perfect. Letting me know if you're on Facebook, web, or both. Fantastic. And we'll put that together. We're going to have one winner today. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow probably. Just makes things easier. And this is what I mean, right? I think Anthony was asking, you know, what's the plan for May? Right now, I'm kind of just thinking impromptu. You know, if you show up to a stream and you happen to be there and you let me know if you're on Facebook or web, I can put you on a picker wheel. We can go from there. It's kind of my, you know, my game plan for right now for the month of May, because I didn't put together anything yet. But, you know, it could change. But I think for May, like that's the game plan. Might change next month. But for now, you know, I think, you know, people show up to streams. You know, you can have winners easily that way. So we'll do that. I'm missing a couple comments here. Let's see. Jimmy says, I watched Charlie's show. He bought the $49.99 and Misty Catherine did the same. Let me look at this again. I just don't get I don't get that. That makes kind of no sense to me. What's going to happen is you get your new hero, and as soon as you summon them, they're gray. But obviously, if you've made the purchase, once you unlock your Laura Croft, they automatically get leveled up to a certain point. Let me look at this. I mean, I don't understand the $49.99 purchase. Personally, it makes no sense to me. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Let's look at this again. So you're saying a lot of people ordered the $49.99 Lara Croft. So it starts out at level 80. Which I don't want to say EXP is like nothing, but like, is EXP a big deal? I'm going to go with, not for me personally. I get it, but I have so many huge EXP potions. My Lara Croft is going to be level 120 the first day I get her. So for me, I'm not too concerned on that end, right? So I'm just comparing EXP-wise, right? 80 versus 100, level 100. Still not even 120, but level 100. And you do not get any Expedition Expert. I just don't see a huge value here. I mean, I guess if you're thinking like from going from orange +1 to red +1 is that much easier, maybe. But I don't know if you unlock this regardless, but that's a cool skill. I really like that skill. I don't know. I really can't justify why you would get a $49.99 Lara Croft. I mean, I would need more information, but to me it makes no sense. I don't understand that move because I guess if you're focused on too many other heroes and you just don't have the resources, but I think going from, let's look at Polaris, for example, right? Itemage. So, I mean, there are a couple of annoying, things going from Violet +1 to Orange +1, but really it's like 2 items that are like kind of annoying, maybe 3. I just feel like the difference from Purple +1 to Orange +1 doesn't justify that price point. I mean, I get it to a certain extent, right? If you were to get the Rarity Fair on every single one, it makes no sense. But Rarity Fair is not a good assessment of what an upgrade is, I think, early on. Anything under red is kind of not worth the investment in Rarity Fair. So, I don't know. I just don't understand that purchase. I guess some people, I get it. Coco got the $200 one, which that I respect. I get it. That's it's a decent value. Do I love it? Right? He probably didn't love spending $200, but red +1, you're pretty close to getting your hero red +2 and done. So I get that. That's respectable. Coco, hats off to you on that spend. That's expensive though. I can't justify it. But as the alarm goes off. Sorry about that. All right. So that is the signal for me to get things put together. All right, let's do our picker wheel, and we're going to have some winners. All right, so we're going to close out of Hero Wars real quick. We are going to open up Safari here. We are going to open up a picker wheel next and put in our players here, and we're going to have some winners. We're going to have 2 winners, so 1 for Facebook, 1 for web. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow, which is why we don't have a crazy number of winners in a single day, but we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to open up a brand new, well, I'm going to log in first, I guess. So log in here. Log in. Please and thank you. And we're going to put in our, it's not April, but we're going to use the April wheel. We're going to remove everyone's name who was on it. This is going to be the Facebook one, even though it says April. I know. Let's see. We're going to go Prax for Facebook. We've got Anthony Smith for Facebook. We've got Rantop for Facebook. We've got Mark Andre for Facebook as well. We've got Marika Wan. We've got John Jensen, who is on both. He also has a bonus, so we got to make sure we credit that. So put him in with a B. I'm just going to put B star, so people know it's a bonus. See, that was John. We've got, nope, Incognito's on web. So it looks like everyone else is on web, so we'll save this current Facebook list. We've also got the web list, and it's going to be April again, but don't worry, it's not April. I understand. We're going to leave it, though. We're going to save this list. We're going to make sure I save that last list. I think we did, but just double check. Brain isn't always working 100% when we're not feeling well, so it is good. Go back to the website here. The website, not the dark side. All right, we've got Tanya H, and she's got a bonus as well. So we'll make sure to give her that there. We've got Anthony Smith, who is on both. We've got Jimmy Thomas. We've got Riddler. And I do know I still have to go back and get some gifts out, so I will try to get around to that. I'm not going to send everyone's out probably today because there's a lot of messages I need to get through. But I'm hoping to get through at least a quarter of them. I think that's realistic. Okay, John Jensen, who was on both. John, if I can spell or type. John Jensen, he has a bonus as well. Got bonus there, and we've got Mr. Big, who also has a bonus. Some competition for the web side of gifts. Let's see, we've also got Incognito. All right, and I think there's someone else as well, Francis Zegan, I believe. All right, let me know if I missed anyone. I don't think so, but let me know. It's possible, totally possible. I'm going to save these lists. I'm not going to spin it right away, just in case someone, wanted to let me know. Save those. All right, let me read these comments, and then we will begin our spins and wrap things up for today. Let's see. Merrick's the only things worth buying are skin stones and seals. Fair enough. I did end up getting Solaris already, but it's fair enough. Anthony says, will you be doing 2 today and 2 tomorrow? I'm going to do 1 today and 1 tomorrow. I hear what you're saying, Anthony. I'm waiting on a couple of gifts, Anthony. So, going to hold off on doing the 2-2. I hear what you're saying, though. Incognito says, get the middle, Laura, and use Gifts of Dominion. It's one approach as well. But I will say, Gifts of Dominion, if you're going to do that, is it not already like, I'm not sure if the value is worth buying all the emerald, spending the emeralds. And I don't know the math specifically on the math to get from orange +1 to red +1 if you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's really worth the change. I hear what you're saying though. You definitely could do it. And I guess if you have them saved already, right? You have Gift of Dominion saved. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe you do that. But I don't know. I feel like you could save it for another time. Let's see. Got to add Viking to the Facebook side of things. So we'll do that. Let me read these last minute comments here. Just make sure I'm not missing anything important. Essence for leveling Titan artifacts is worth it too. Yeah, that definitely is. Let's see. Solaris has Weapon and Crown at first and beat maxed Fire and Earth teams in Tournament of Valence with 3 Totem. Definitely solid. Raintop says the $200 purchase gets you the extra expedition. The hard part is getting Laura from orange to red. If you buy the $10 package, you still have to complete 4 orange levels to unlock expedition. Merrick says it's a lot of work. Type all these participants. Draw YouTube comments seems to be easier. Merrick, if you have a how to do that guide, let me know and I'll do it that way in the future. I just don't know how to do it. That's why I don't do it that way. All right. But yes, I appreciate that. Viking, I gotcha. Rantop, thank you for hitting the like button. All right, let's do it. We got Facebook here. We're going to do one winner today. And after I send out, after I get through all the comments, if we are in a good spot reward-wise, we can probably do more. But for right now, let's see who we got. One Facebook winner, one web winner for today. Let's see who the picker wheel gives us. This is going to be our Facebook winner here as we get the spin going. And it quickly stops. Viking. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Look at you. The late edition gets the Facebook win. Congratulations, Viking. You are today's winner. Please hit me up on Discord or I'll hit you up on Discord. And we will get you your reward. I've got a lot of messages. So just if you don't mind leaving me a message on Discord, I will get around to it. It's just I have a lot I'm going through right now in terms of messages. So I will get to you, but congrats. And Tanya H is our second winner for today We're going to have more winners tomorrow and potentially 2 winners of each, depending on if I can get through everyone and seeing what kind of rewards we have left. Congratulations to Viking and Tanya for today. Anthony says it's rigged. I hear you. I get it. That's how I feel every time I don't win something. So I get it. Merrick says just in time. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on this slightly healthier but not fully healthy stream. Thank you guys again. Congrats to our winners. And we're going to be live again tomorrow. I'll let you guys know when. But thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys very soon in Dominion. Have a great one, everyone.